We used to be extreme kids, now we all got mortgages. We used to be cool, now that time has gone. Get the fuck off our lawn.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again, DadBodPod. This is episode 15. My name is Andrew. His name is Brian.
Hello, everyone.
How are you today, dude?
Dude, I'm doing awesome.
It was a great week. Last episode was a lot of fun. Right off the bat, we got to give an old thanks.
Yeah.
Old thanks. No, listen to me. This is the old business section where we have to thank our moms.
Yep.
They came on and they killed it, man. They crushed it.
Dude, they came strong.
The numbers are looking fun.
Yep.
Dude, this episode is actually doing better than the Star Wars episode.
Yep, people like that.
Yeah. So thanks again, Mom. We've said this last time. It probably won't be the last time we hear from them.
As weird as it sounds, people on the internet are into our moms.
Of course they would be. It's the internet, dude.
Yeah, of course.
Brian, take a look around. Do you notice anything different?
We're in a weird place.
I don't know, weird, kind of off into the corner of this really big room that we're in right now.
Yeah.
We had a little shuffle, a little kershuffle here at DadBod HQ. Nothing major, but we had to vacate our usual recording space for the time being in favor of possibly a new, more quieter recording space. But in the interim, we're in this much louder recording space. So if you guys can hear our echoes of thoughts or demons or fears, just ignore them.
Please ignore them.
You know, this room is very dark also, so, you know, who knows? Maybe somebody of demon descent may pop up. I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows? Shall we move on then? State of DadBod? Guess how many subscribers we have right now?
10.
Nope, more. We started with 17, don't forget.
30.
Close.
33.
Yes.
Yeah.
But guess how many I want before the week is out, and I don't know if I'll get it.
34.
34.
Yeah, we need one.
We need one more, and then we would have doubled in size.
One of you motherfuckers
Somebody
better
make
hit
like
that
a
button.
ghost account
Yeah.
or something. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. Get us to double our size.
Come on.
And then we can get the laundromat, the Starbucks. What else did I say? The laundromat, the Starbucks, the ATM, the ATM, and the pizzeria.
Yep.
I'm naming all of the stuff that's in our actual strip. I think.
We'll take it all over.
So before we get started, I don't think I told you guys, but right off the bat, this episode is going to be about dating. It's going to be all about the dating scene because, you know, it's changed. The landscape
weird.
is super weird. But before we get into that, I would like to both start a new thing and then get an update for an old thing. I would like to let everyone know that I'm playing Zelda currently, so if there's less memes going on, it's because I'm too busy, you know, rescuing the princess. With that being said, I'd like to give everyone an update. It's going okay. It's a hard game. Then
you're a gentleman and a scholar.
okay.
You're taking your time to rescue a princess.
I'm finding poop seeds. We talked about this in the
Yeah.
video game episode.
Yeah.
No, I'm not taking my time to find. This is weird. It's a weird game.
You better get to that princess.
She's fine.
She'll be all right.
I need my poop seeds. So Brian, I need an update from you, bro. How's the Breaking Bad thing going?
Good.
Great.
Never seen it.
Okay, moving on.
Yep.
All right, so we're doing dating today. Dating. It's a scary topic. It was scary when we were kids, and it hasn't gotten any less scary.
And you know what's weird?
What?
So dating when you were kids is fun. It's trivial, right?
Yeah.
You see somebody at school, you ask them to prom. What you know, like whatever. You flirt a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Dating when you hit like 40 is fucking scary.
That's terrifying.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if anyone has any tips,
Please let us know.
Yeah.
We need all the help that we can get.
because right now you're kind of like you're digging in a gold mine that's already been dug, right? Like you're trying to find whatever gems you can find anywhere. And guess what? You normally just find a stone. So
Yeah.
it's rough, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay.
Sometimes you find the diamond in the rough.
Sometimes you find the rough in the rough.
And I'm all right with that too.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So I figured, let's do our normal dad bod stuff through dating, and we're gonna start with the history of dating.
Yep.
And then, I pulled out some cool dating factoids from the decades, and I thought we'd go over them and talk about how different they are in contrast to now. That might be fun.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And then, I've got 3 distinct dating stories that I'd like to share with the internet, none of which involve shitting my pants, I'm happy to say.
No.
I don't shit my pants in front of women for the most part.
You sure?
I mean, I'm young still. So that
There's
remains to be
time.
seen. Yeah, there's plenty of time. And then after that, I'd like to talk about the future of dating because, we're headed towards that very future, and I'm not sure if I'm ready for it.
Yep.
So, yeah, I would like to know what I'm up at, not so much for myself, but I've got kids that are going to be entering the dating world very soon, probably, and I'd like to know what I'm up against in regards to that.
Yeah.
And then we're going to talk about a movie. What movie we're going to talk about? What do you think?
50 First Dates?
Yes, that is exactly.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's
dude.
go. Let's go.
Fucking 50 First Dates. One of my favorites.
That's a good
right?
one.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to talk about that. And then we've got some segments. I'm excited about these segments. We put a lot of thought into these segments, and I think they're going to be fun. And then, it's dad jokes and outros. What do you think, bro?
Sounds good.
Sounds fun?
Let's rock
All
and
right,
roll,
let's
dude.
rock and roll, dude. But first, we have to hear what everyone wants to hear when it's time for a date.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, I just pooped a little. Doo-doo. All right, dude. Let's get started with dating throughout the decades. Are
Let's
you
go.
ready?
Yep.
Great. All right. The history of dating. I'd like to start in the 1900s. Okay? I feel like that's good. I don't care what was going on. You know what was going on in the 1800s? We talked about it already. The Oregon Trail and dysentery.
Yep.
That's what was going on.
But before you even start,
Okay?
here's what's funny to me.
Okay.
We talk about this,
Mhm.
and everyone was in giant suits and giant garb.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what?
What?
By the time you get naked, you were nasty.
Mm-hmm. You were sweaty.
There was no deodorant.
Mm-mm. No, what did they use back then?
Nothing.
No, I feel like they did something.
It was
that,
like
covered it
flowers,
up. Yeah.
like flowers.
Yeah.
But
Like
they,
flour
that
oil.
ain't doing shit.
That's not doing shit.
No.
Yeah. Ugh.
So-
Your sweat would carry any oils right off of you.
By the time you got all that stuff off, it was just a fucking pound town of funk.
That's interesting you said that because Funky Town. Oh, wait, that has nothing to do with Pound Town. That's Funky Town. Which is what it was probably referring to then.
Probably,
Funky Town was
yeah.
probably Pound Town that was really smelly.
Yeah.
It was Pound Town before waste
Let me take
management.
you to Funky Town.
Funky Town.
Come on.
Okay, then let's start in the 1900s. Courtship, as it was known back then as, courtship was a much more private affair, unemotional. Women would meet with several men and her parents present to whittle the pickings down to the most suitable match for marriage, which heavily relied on factors such as financial and social status. When a young woman decided on a man she wanted to see exclusively, their activities as a couple took place either in the household or at social gatherings. So no, I'm going to go to the movies
Right.
and none of that.
Nope.
At the time, I mean, there wasn't movies back then either, really. At the time, there was no such thing as just two lovers going out on a date. So how do you think life would have been different if you had to? It was like a business contract more
Right.
than anything, right?
So if you were just like the movie Aladdin,
Mm-hmm.
right?
She's a princess in that movie.
Right.
Yeah.
But he was a poor
Peasant.
guy.
Yeah.
Yep. He was a peasant.
Mm-hmm.
So he had no chance whatsoever.
Well, this kind of sounds like she may have had a choice, but it was more like that choice was steered by the parents. I'm
There's
sure,
like
so-
5.
yeah.
You know, like 5
Interesting.
choices, but they're all in the same wealth factor.
Yeah. Well, we used choice, but it doesn't seem like they had much of a choice at all.
No.
Because it seems like everything was heavily scrutinized
Yep.
Back then. All right. 1900s. Moving on.
Yep.
Let's go to the 20s and the 30s in our little weird dating time machine. All right, then. The fundamental difference between courtship and dating is that of freedom. While traditional courtship had its own set of rules and rituals, dating, as it evolved, became less structured. Courtship was seen as a fundamental part of a well-functioning society. When people started dating, relationships became less restricted and more personal. Okay, so around the 20s and 30s, we see people dating
But
rather than
dating
courting.
other people.
Yeah, it's a turn. What else happened in the 20s?
Flapper girls?
Is that what happened in the 20s?
Yeah.
I don't understand what they do.
Prohibition?
Yeah, people were making either really bad decisions or really good decisions because of prohibition.
Yep.
Yeah, interesting.
But there was a lot of money to be made.
Bootlegging?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's also how NASCAR got funded. Do
True.
you know this?
Yeah, the stock car.
Yep.
Yep. Has
Yep.
nothing to do with dating, but it's cool.
No. Well, I mean, you're going to bring your date in that car, you know?
Yeah. Hey, want to see how fast I can go?
And we bring some bush lights.
Some natty lights. Blech. All right, then moving on. 40s and 50s.
Yep.
With the introduction of dating also came the focus on falling in love rather than finding a society-approved match. In previous years, love was not seen as being of central importance to a marriage. And if it was to come, it would emerge after the wedding had already occurred. But with the introduction of dating came an increased desire for romance and love before deciding to commit to marriage. Imagine that before the 40s and 50s, it was more common to be married to someone you barely knew and fall in love with them after the fact than it was nowadays.
Because it was forced.
Yeah.
So in Greek mythology, love was a curse.
Was it? Really? I had
They
no
w-
idea.
They would talk about that and they would say, so Shakespeare talked about that.
Uh-huh.
A lot of his plays were talking about love as a joke.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So love was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh, you're in love? You idiot. You just ruined your life.
Yeah. True.
Right?
Yeah. It's kind of... Nope, this is a positive episode. This is about
Yeah.
starting relationships, Brian.
Yes, sorry.
In the 50s, going
Dismal
steady...
Danny.
Going steady was the term for being in an exclusive relationship. This status was about the relationship, sure, but it was also about standing out amongst your peers. According to the University of California, Santa Barbara, across university campuses, couples publicized their decision to go steady. When the man gave the woman an article of his clothing to wear, such as a jacket, sweater, or ring, dating had become much more about youth culture than about family expectations.
Yep. Very true.
I'm wearing my... What was the expression? Pinning? I've been pinned,
Yep.
right?
Or like the varsity jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Like stuff.
What would he wear of hers? Nothing, right? He would have her scarf, though, right?
I mean, I would have worn her dress.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
A poodle skirt?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With these legs? Absolutely. Come on.
Make that look fly.
Yeah.
Who wore it better, bitch?
All right, and then the last decade I've got for us to talk about is the 60s, because I feel like after the 60s, shit got weird.
That was sexual revolution.
Between the popularization of rock and roll and protesting the Vietnam War, the 60s youth culture was hot for revolution. Not only was it the activities of the U.S. government that had young people were resisting, but they were shirking old social conventions as well. Shirking old social conventions as well. If the 50s saw young people starting to experiment with sex, the 60s was the resulting explosion of sexual activity in the name of freedom.
Yep.
Free love, baby. Yay. Dating through the decades.
And that's beautiful.
That is. But it does paint a picture, right, of how people have progressed. It's interesting to see.
And think about that. That was within 50 years.
Yep.
What you just said.
What's going to happen 50 years from now, dude?
I'm scared.
A little bit. But before we get there, let's reminisce.
Okay.
Can we?
Yes.
I've got dating stories. You got dating stories?
I do.
Well, who would like to go first?
You go.
Okay, I'm going to tell. Oh gosh.
I'm terrified to tell mine.
I am going to tell Okay. All right. So the person that I'm seeing currently, she was my prom date in high school, and I am tempted to take her on a date in high school, and it was the worst date ever because I had no idea where the hell I was going. She was actually very patient with me, but I had just gotten my license, and I didn't have a lot of money, so I had to borrow money like for gas and stuff. And it turned out I was like, I know a spot. Well, it turned out this spot was private property, and I didn't know it. So we pull up at this spot, and I'm thinking that, hey, we're going to I'm gonna give her a big old smooch or whatever, right? And all of a sudden, cops show up because this is private property, and the cops have been called. And I had to have been 16, 17 at the time, so I had very little to no experience with the cops. So I got out of the car to try to explain the situation. Of course, they very forcefully and loudly told me, "Get the back in the car."
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't play no fucking games.
No.
We were on our way after that, and it is astonishing to me that anything came of that.
Yeah, me
So that's
too.
dating story number 1.
That's awesome.
Is it? All right.
Hey, you know what? You planned something nice.
I tried.
Good for you.
Thanks, man.
A lot of guys don't even do that.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
good for you.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
Oh, you want me to go through all of mine real quick?
Yeah, because mine's a specific topic.
I got you. All right. The next one I have. So when I was out of high school, I was working at a Walmart in the electronic department, and I could very easily see and walk over and converse with whoever was working in the jewelry department, which just happened to be a girl around my age, a little bit older than me. I thought she was very cute. I didn't have any reason to not. So I asked her out on a date. She didn't realize that I drove at the time a 1974 Volkswagen Beetle that would ultimately wind up at the bottom of a lake or on a road or something. She didn't realize that I drove that car. That car was in not good shape, Brian. It backfired a lot. It popped out of fourth in random times. The carburetor really liked to play games with you. like get you stuck on I-75 so that you and Gilligan can play Frogger kind of games,
Yep, I got you.
And this girl, she worked in the jewelry counter, so I think she was a special kind of bougie. You know what I mean? Is that how you say that word? Bougie? Bougie. Okay. But I think she was used to a certain type of lifestyle.
And not a 74 Beetle guy?
In her gentleman that I certainly didn't fit the bills. Anyways, she and I played this game. This had to have been in 2003, 2004.
20 years ago.
She was, that's important because there was no access to GPS.
Right.
Well, there was, but there was like these standalone devices.
Right.
And you're certainly not going to get one of those in a Beetle.
No.
It's just not going to work. Your cigarette lighter, what are you going to do? You're going to drain the battery on the Beetle.
You're lucky if that works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I didn't have access to GPS. So this chick, I forget her name. It's probably for the best. When we're setting up the date, I haven't told her what kind of car I'm driving. She tells me that she is in the back roads of fucking nowhere and that she's going to give me the address. And the test is if I can find the place or not. If I can find her place, she'll go out on a date with me. If I don't have to call and figure out where she is, she'll go out on a date with me. It took a long time and I was almost in tears, but I found it. I found her spot. And I remember pulling up and she's coming out and the look from happy amazement that I found the place to sheer just terror because I show up in a Beetle. It was a sight to behold. I get her in the car. Now, it's a very similar situation, sort of. It's a mirrored situation from the one that you had. The passenger door would sometimes not open, so she sometimes had to get in through the driver. But it's not like it was a bench seat or anything. There was a giant gear stick, right in the middle of the fucking car.
Right.
So I'm sure that was very awkward for her to crawl over,
Did she ride it?
No, she did not ride it.
Well.
Nope. No, but here's what had happened. So I get her in the car, and her driveway was even for a Beetle, it was hard to do a 3-point turn or whatever. But I tried to do this 3-point turn, and I wound up backing over this weird rock. And the muffler fell off of off of the
yes!
I was like, hold on, I have to go get that car part that just fell off.
Yes. Oh my God.
So then I take her to the fanciest place I can think for an 18-year-old with no money who's working at Walmart to take someone. I've took her to Applebee's, of course, because we're fancy right?
Absolutely.
It was the worst, not only date, but I think worst experience. We had absolutely nothing to talk about, right? Because she's used to dating guys with nice cars that might be into sports or might be into fashion or worldly, I don't know, just cooler than me. Right. And I was like, well, you already know where I work.
Right.
You know what I drive.
Right.
I live at home.
Yep.
do you want some cheesy fries or whatever? And we literally like ate the food, said nothing afterwards. She had to direct me because it was dark at that point. So she literally had to direct me to her house, draw me a map on how to get the hell out of there that I could like use. Cause I did have a cell phone and I could use a little flashy flash to look at it. Yeah, that was horrible.
Oh.
Yeah, and of course she worked at the jewelry counter, so I didn't go over to the jewelry department when I worked. I didn't work at Walmart very much longer after that.
So did you come or what?
No. All right, one more.
Yeah, go for it.
One more. I actually have a Tinder story. So I matched with this girl. I don't even remember her name, and I get off of work. It's very, very late. And she is insistent that we go out on this night. Payday is the next night. So I have like $5 to my name.
Right.
But she's insistent that we go out. So, okay. So where does one take a chick that you don't even know that's like really weirdly expressing that she needs to go out this night?
Right.
Fucking Applebee's. Once again.
Back again. Eating good in the neighborhood. Go on.
So I take this chick to Applebee's. It's like 11 o'clock at night. And she proceeds to order drink after drink after drink after drink after drink. And to the point where I told her, I'm like, look, I have $5. She's like, oh, don't worry about it. No, that's usually a sign that this is probably not someone. Anyways, it's freezing because this is like November or something like that. It's freezing. And I'm not a smoker, but she was. So we had to keep going outside for her to smoke. The buffalo wings arrive, and she disappears into the bathroom for 45 minutes. So I'm thinking she's either shitting her pants, puking her guts up, or blowing a guy to get this food for free.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have any money either. Those were the three things I was thinking. I don't know what actually happened because she came back sloppy drunk.
All the above.
I guess. Yeah. She threw up the guys. Anyways. When it was time to leave, she settled up with the bill. I had to help her into my car. We get to the house. Now, at this point, I'm just thankful that the driveway is in sight. I am ready to go. My plan is full on to never talk to this chick again, ever. I wasn't going to ghost her. I was going to tell her no, but then she pulled this move, and I was like, nope, it's ghost time. So here's what had happened.
Yeah, tell me. I'm so excited.
As we're leaving Applebee's, she's like, oh, do you want to come in to watch a movie or whatever? And I told her, I was like, no, it's Thursday night. This is why I wanted to go out tomorrow. I would have, A, had money, and B, I wouldn't have had to work the next day. No, I don't want to come in and watch a movie. I have to go to work. So, again, I'm not a smoker, and she is. We get to her driveway, and she's like, are you sure you don't want to come in? I'm not dumb. I'm pretty sure I knew what coming. So I blatantly was like, no, I can't. And then she's like, all right, well, maybe I'll see you later. And I was like, yeah, maybe sometime later. She comes in for a kiss. And I look at her and I'm like,
You didn't at least give the girl a kiss?
No, because she had her tongue out, Brian. That was not a kiss. She wanted to eat my nose. I'm not kissing that. I don't know if vomit came out of it or if dick went into it.
Who knows?
No, but she's approaching me at an alarming rate, and I'm trying to like fucking Kobe Bryant, like whatever.
You didn't want to taste the dishwasher from Applebee's?
No, sir. So I kind of like, I slithered my way.
You're such a prude.
I slithered my way around her face and like gave her a weird like cheek tap, like how you know how the Italians say hello?
Yeah.
I gave her one of those and ghosted her ass.
Ooh.
Those are the 3 times
Rough.
That I can remember being on a date that it didn't go so well.
Rough.
Yeah. Well, you know, you learn from them.
You do.
I learned don't date Tinder chicks ever.
No.
Or dating apps in general are not a good idea.
No.
For anyone that's listening, that shit is deleted. You won't find it. Watch, I say that now somebody's gonna, yo, this you?
Yeah. I found you, bro.
I found you, bro.
What's up?
Found you on
Grinder.
Oh no! How did that get there?
I I got hacked. Obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely. Don't go on Grindr looking for me, guys. Or girls or whatever. Brian, do you have any dating stories that we might indulge ourselves with?
I got a couple quick ones.
Okay.
All right. So remember when I first got a vehicle, my first vehicle was a giant white rapist van.
Right.
Right.
For your band
Yep.
and not your dad's catering business.
Yep.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. So that was my first vehicle. He bought it for $800, but it looked very rapey, right?
Yeah.
So the girl I was dating at the time, it was my very first serious girlfriend, right? So I remember we went out for a date and pulled over just to talk before I dropped her off at her parents' house, right? Like that was like towards the end of the relationship. We were like, we need to talk. Let's talk this through. You know what I mean? And so we like pulled over and we're talking, and all of a sudden I see flashlights
Well, yeah.
everywhere.
Uh-huh. Cops want to know what the fuck you're doing.
There's a
Okay.
giant rapist van.
You didn't think that through,
No,
dude.
I didn't.
Oh, no.
And so they like tap on her window.
Of course they do.
The passenger window. She rolls
Ma'am,
it
is
down.
everything okay?
Hand crank. Yep. Like, ma'am, are you okay? She's like, yeah, why? Everything's fine. Do you know this guy? I was like, please say yes. Please say yes.
Yeah. You would have been in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Mm.
But she was like, yeah, I know him. We're just talking right now. Everything's fine. All right, well, you got to get out of here, right? But that was creepy,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, my van parked in front of someone's house is probably creepy, too.
Yeah. They definitely called suspicious
Oh.
activity.
100%. I would
Yeah.
have, too,
Yeah.
thinking back on it.
Yeah, you probably should have just parked in like a store or something.
Yeah.
They would have called then too.
Yeah, somebody would have called. Dude, that van was so weird.
You
It
wouldn't have
was-
been safe nowhere. Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm.
So, notes to listeners: don't buy a rapist van.
Don't buy a rapist van. What are you doing?
No, and don't try and pull over to talk to your girlfriend in said van. All right.
If you have to use a rapist van, use it only for a one-way trip that you
Yep.
do not stop for anything other than peeing and gas.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Get in and get out and get on with life. You don't
Uh-huh.
need that van.
Yep.
Moving on
So
then.
now moving on. She was actually a very sweet girl, but the rest of my stories are going to be this: don't date crazy.
As a disclaimer, DadBod loves all women, all men, all everyone. We love everybody. This comes from personal experience and is not a generalization of anybody. But yeah, don't date crazy.
Don't date crazy. It's weird.
If you can find some not crazy,
It's weird.
send us our way. Send it our way.
Please do.
All right, so give us the story, bro.
All right, so I have 3.
All right.
So I'm gonna do these in chronological order.
Cool.
All right, so we have one girl that I broke up with in my car and said like she was being ridiculous. And I was like, listen, this just isn't gonna work out.
Mm-hmm.
So we were on the highway in New York. She jumped out of my car and started walking. She walked across and started walking into oncoming traffic.
Brian, what did you do?
So I got off the next exit and turned around this way and drove real slow. And I was like, just get back in the car. Get back in the car. She's like, if we're not together, I don't want to live.
Oh my God!
Ah!
My soul is so dark.
We're like 18 at the time. No,
Yeah.
no.
This is stupid.
You don't do that.
Oh wow.
'Kay.
That was like emo. Yeah, I guess that would have been around emo time, right?
Yep.
Wow.
Story number 2.
Go.
Dating this chick. Now I moved to Tampa. Dating this chick, and I am at work, and I go to take a poop.
As you do.
I'm bartending at the time. I walk into the bathroom and take a poop, and I'm just like decompress for a minute. Like
Sure. This is nice.
it's like a Friday or Saturday night, so we're slammed.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, all right, I'm taking 2 minutes for myself.
2 minutes. You can poop in 2 minutes.
Well, I mean,
It's usually an ordeal for me, dude. I usually got to pray.
Yeah. But
I
also,
usually got to go to confession afterwards.
I hear commotion in the stall next to me. Right? And I was like,
Oh, no. Was there a hole you could...
that's, no, I looked.
Oh, a nice convenient peephole
Yeah.
so that my neighbors can see
Let
me
me
in
see
case
what's
I'm
in
in
there.
trouble. Yeah.
No, I looked. But I look up above the stall
Uh-huh.
and just see the girl I'm dating staring down at me. She snuck into the men's bathroom
What the fuck?
to make sure I wasn't texting other girls.
That's some stage
when
5
I went to poop.
clinger shit.
So I looked up and I was like, what the fuck are you doing in here?
As soon as you said that, it went...
Yes. No, that's not okay.
There are limits. I need my private
Yeah.
poop time.
Some kind of limit.
That is
yes.
insane. Why? I've known you for 3 years and you've never told me that story.
Yep.
Wow.
She was like, make sure you're not texting any girls. I'm like, no.
I'm sending them pictures of my poop.
I'm just sitting here pooping.
Start crying a little bit.
How's it feel? Is it smell good?
That's the weather up there.
Please tell me what I ate. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
She probably took your poop afterwards
Oh,
to run
dude.
DNA samples.
So gross.
Ugh.
Like, what? That's nuts.
That is insane. She committed a misdemeanor.
Yep.
Several, actually.
Yep. Watching people poop.
Yeah.
So the third one of don't date crazy
Uh-huh.
is I went to a bachelor party in Key West.
That sounds fun.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
But I was on the outs with the girl I was dating
Uh-huh.
at the time. And again, I'm not, no names in any of
Nope.
this. Yeah. But
We're
I was,
gentlemen, you guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was on the outs. So she had moved out. So what I did before I left is I changed the locks,
Okay. Sure, that makes sense.
right?
Yeah.
You moved out.
Yep.
You said you got everything you needed.
Yep.
And
You have no reason to be here.
yep. So I changed the locks. I get to Key West, 9-hour drive, 8-hour drive, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden my neighbor calls me.
Rough drive too, man. That
It
bridge at
is.
night. That bridge at night is so dangerous.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
But I get to Key West and my neighbor calls me. Your ex is here with the U-Haul truck. They're drilling out your door locks.
Who is they?
Her and her new boyfriend.
Oh
They drilled out my door locks, robbed me blind, took all of my musical equipment,
no.
stole half of my couch. Like, who
Wow.
steals
half a couch.
if you have an L couch? Who steals half the fucking couch?
Yeah, you need that 90 degrees.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, they may have gone to the Death Star and gotten it from the trash compactor.
Touche.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so I couldn't get back there.
No.
And so I called the cops and I talked to the cop that was on the scene. Like the cops show up. The cops are like, well, your address is still on her ID, so I can't do anything.
Yup. I have a story that is not in the context of this episode, so I'll save it.
I
But
got
that very thing
fucked.
actually saved me.
I got fucked hard.
Yeah. Yeah. If her address says legally it's whatever your address says.
Yep.
And there's not much you can do about it.
So that was rough. And they pawned all my music gear
course.
and everything.
You still should have been able to prove, like, just because she lived there doesn't mean that the possessions inside the house were hers. You weren't married to her.
No.
Don't date crazy.
Don't
Don't
do it.
do it.
Run.
Did you ever see? Never mind. We're not gonna talk about that scale.
Run as far as you can.
All right then. Is that all of your
Yep.
stories, you
That's
guys?
all I got.
You know, every bad date can turn into a good story.
Again.
You know?
Yep.
So, and, you know, hopefully any bad date you wind up just laughing about later on in life.
Mhm.
You know, so please don't stress out about it too much. Dating, you know, if I had to date again, first of all, I don't think I would. I would just jerk off and live alone.
Mhm.
But if I was suicidal or a glutton for punishment and decided to date again, I would look at it not as every first date as more like an interview. So what if you, on your next date, what if you found somebody that would be down with this and like you brought a resume?
Right.
Of like, here's all of
Here you
my
go.
good habits. Here's all of my bad habits. Here are some references that are mixed with like friends and exes. Could you imagine how much bullshit that would save?
Bro, I would be stoked about that.
Yeah.
If a chick walked in and handed me
With
that.
a resume, and I could do the same, no judgment whatsoever, and I could just look over her sheet and be like, all right, so you're into fucking pegging? That's not a deal breaker, but I'm not, only on special occasions, I suppose.
No.
Can you imagine I don't know why I stopped there at pegging, but whatever. But yeah, can you imagine a resume like that? That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Let's get that trending, you guys. Or
I think that's a genius idea.
it's not a bad idea.
No.
It airs out a lot of bullshit just right up front.
You're onto something.
DadBod dating service?
Yep.
Just give us your resume and we'll run it like Indeed.
Yep.
We'll just do resume matches for people.
Uh-huh.
I guess that's not too far off from what actually is happening with these dating apps and such like that.
But there's also weird people out there.
Well, it's not like people don't lie on resumes. There would still be weird people.
True.
But moving on, then, I mean, a new paradigm shift in dating leads us into the future of dating. So it's a good segue into our next topic, which is, in fact, the future of dating. Brian, what do you know about dating currently? What's the current landscape like?
I've been in a relationship for 10 years now.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah. I, too, have been in a relationship for going on 12, I think.
So, I mean, I know there's
I'll get corrected, but
all
I think
those
it's 12.
apps are out there and everything.
Yeah. But as far as apps, dude, let's talk about apps for a second. So there's the big ones. You got your Tinder, Bumble,
Match.com.
Yeah, eHarmony.
Yep.
But then you have super specific ones,
Yes,
dude.
yes.
Like farmers.
Farmers only.
Yeah. Or there was a whole bunch of like Trump supporter ones, which if that's what you're into, that's fine. We're not talking about, but super specific ones.
Mega dick.
How specific can you get? Like stub your toe in the morning. That like I don't know. Like only like shit with the door open. Like everybody on this side likes to shit with the door open. That's just super specific. That's weird. And then if that's the case, why aren't there more? Why haven't we found our niche? Like, why haven't we found chick that is into men, children, drummers, or whatever? Like, why can't we make that website? Like, manchild.com?
Yeah,
That's probably a whole different thing.
yeah. I'm picturing that site, and it's not
Nope,
good.
don't want it anymore. Nobody send us the link for manchild.com, please. Goodness. But I'll tell you this, the pandemic changed a lot of the landscape for dating, and it opened up, the Pandora's box that we have now, which is Zoom dating, which was a weird thing. But I see Zoom dating more than I see what we're about to talk about, because they've actually been doing a version of Zoom dating for the military for a long time. People that are deployed overseas, they get up a really good internet connection and they can video chat with their family over here. It's the same thing.
Right.
However, with Chat VR doing what they're doing, now not only can I see you on a video screen, but if I wanted to, Brian, I could put your face on this avatar that looks like a goth chick, and I can do all kinds of things to you that you may or may not be consenting to.
Please don't do that.
No, you can't stop me because it's in a video game.
I already did.
Well, I think you'd look good as a goth chick, so I already did that.
Trust me.
That meme is coming up.
I would.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I saw. What was it? It was. There was a meme out there, and it was like, you're reading the Bible. That's so good for you. And the next shot, it was the Bible of chicks' butts or goth chicks' butts in fishnets.
Yep.
Or something like that.
Yep.
I'm like, okay.
Yep.
And then here's something that's interesting. So catfishing, the idea of catfishing has been around for a while, especially if you're a suitor with a lot of money.
Since the internet has started.
Well, before that, I mean, imagine if you have a lot of money and me and my girlfriend know you have a lot of money, right? So she is going to pretend to be interested in you.
Right.
And really, once she has access to your bank account, her and I are going to rob you. That's just one example of catfishing.
Right.
That has been going on for a long time.
What was the movie with Demi Moore?
I don't know. Catfish?
No.
Oh.
Demi Moore and Indecent Proposal.
Indecent Proposal. Yeah?
Remember that?
Yeah.
Robert Redford
Mm-hmm.
and Woody Harrelson.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Fuck, that guy's cool.
Yep. He is cool. Yeah. I want to party with that guy.
Yeah, for sure. But so now it's even scarier because, like you said, with the internet, catfishing can happen very easily. But people are catching on to it more, I feel like. But now a new ingredient has been added into the mix, and that is AI.
Yep.
So now you can have an AI, sort of formulate a whole other identity for you.
Right. You can be
in
anybody
the
you
blink
want.
of an eye, yeah.
Yep.
And you even have imagine if you got an AI and a voice synthesizer together, and now you sound completely different.
Right.
It's crazy.
I could sound like a hot chick.
I mean, you already do.
I
Well,
could-
not a chick. But
I could score some solid dick.
yeah, man. And then the last thing I wanted to talk about, I don't know, was there anything that you wanted to talk about as far as the future of dating?
No, man, I think that's pretty much it. It's terrifying.
I wanted to talk about, not judge, not make fun of, not alienate, just talk about the fact that there are a lot more sexualities than I was aware of growing up now.
Yep.
Like when I was growing up, there was straight, there was gay, and there was bisexual.
Right.
Right? But now it seems that there's like you could be chair sexual,
Right.
or you could be lamp sexual
Yep.
if you wanted to be. And I think my biggest fear, if I had to enter the dating world now with all of these, these prefixes and these suffixes and these acronyms, if I had to enter the dating world now, my biggest fear would be offending somebody.
Right. Same here.
It would be saying something that would come off the wrong way, and then this person, maybe they have some sort of a following. Now they're posting about it, and all of a sudden I'm labeled a misogynist or
Right.
something,
Right.
just because
You
of a
don't know better.
misunderstanding.
Right. Yep.
People are so excited to like cancel people's lives. You know what I mean? They're just waiting for it.
Especially if you're some schmuck you met on the internet.
That's why I think this resume idea has some real weight.
That
real
is-
weight.
No, that's a really good idea.
Yeah, man. All right, shall we talk about this movie?
Yes, let's go.
50 First Dates. Brian, have you seen it?
It's so you know what's funny?
What?
The first time I saw it, I was like, not Adam Sandler's best work.
No, you're right. But the supporting cast is great.
And the more that I watched it, and the older I got, I was like, what a fucking gentleman.
Yeah.
He did that for how many years? Every single morning.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have that kind of patience?
We teach kids music.
We do have that kind of patience. Yes, we do have that kind of patience. But
Without missing a beat, bro. I was like, yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
We do. Would you like to hear some stats about this movie?
Yes, please.
All right, so this movie was rated PG-13. It came out in 2004, the year after I graduated high school. It ran for an hour and 46 minutes, starring Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore, Rob Schneider, Sean Austin, and others. Guess when it came out specifically? Now, I know I just said 2004, but guess when specifically?
When?
February 13th.
Oh,
It's weird because you would think a movie like that would shoot for a February 14th release day. So February 14th had to have been like a fucking Tuesday
right.
or a fucking Sunday. Had to have been something like that. So there
Right.
had to have been some reason why not releasing it on Valentine's
Right.
Day made more financial sense.
Yep.
But I just feel like it's a movie that would have made sense to be released on that day.
Yep.
Speaking of money, it cost $75 million to make. That's a lot for that. But you know what it probably was? Flying all the crew out for
Yeah, 'cause it
they
was
were
in
on
Hawaii.
location. Yeah.
Yep.
So it was probably that. But guess what? You know what? $75 million, a drop in the bucket compared to what it made.
What it
Ready? It sits right now at $198.5 million. 198 and a half.
Nice.
Yeah. So it cost 75 and it made almost 200.
Almost triple.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now, with this 75, I don't know if that includes marketing.
Right.
You a lot of times have to double the budget for marketing. And if you do that, then it's 150 million to make and 200 million return.
It's still pretty good.
It's still 50 million. Now, I
Right.
know to a movie studio it's not a lot, but it's not nothing. $50 million?
Right.
It's not nothing.
But that's after paying the actors.
Yes.
So I mean,
Yes.
you covered your nut.
Yeah, for
Right?
sure.
Like, yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. What are some highlights did you remember?
So I remember, oh man, Rob Schneider's such a weirdo.
I'm glad you mentioned him.
Yep.
I have a review that they seem to almost pick on him.
No, because he's supposed to be that
He's
weirdo.
supposed to be that weirdo, but
Yeah.
a lot of the reviews that I read seem to point that he seemed kind of racist in the movie. I don't know what he's supposed to be. Is he supposed to be an island local, or is he supposed to be just a weirdo?
Both.
Okay, well, he may have leaned into the island thing a little bit too much because he's not Polynesian.
Right.
He's Rob
But
Schneider.
it doesn't matter.
No, it didn't matter to me.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter to me now. It didn't matter to me then. He's Rob Schneider.
If he was born and raised on that island, I mean, not born, but if he was raised on that island, he's a local.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Would you like to hear the review I have?
Yes.
All right. This review is titled Ignorant and Boring Movie. However, it was totally ridiculous. This comes to us from, I love the look on your face. You're like, again with this bullshit 1-star review? Why can't you find a happy review? Because these are funnier. It's not fun to get a review that we agree with. I would read it and go, nice.
Nice.
No,
Yeah.
we want to read it and go, this motherfucker.
Yeah, you fucking schmuck.
Yeah. So this guy's name is Matthew. I'm not going to try. And it was posted June 30th, 2013. So almost a full 10 years after the movie came out. So warning, spoilers. Yeah, no shit, asshole. I already don't like you. I haven't read a single word. But 1 star on 50 First Dates. Fuck you already.
10
All right.
years later. Yeah.
Ready? Like Jimmy said, everybody wants to get into the act. A verisimilitude. There's a word. Whoa. So terrible, a prospect to endure for all those like to go to the movies. For they have to see the curse who is Adam Sandler, probably the most bad acting buffoon, the most mentally challenged looking moron, the most unfunny excuse for a comedian in entertainment history. Pity his fans, if he has any. Drew Barrymore plays a screwball chick living in the Hawaiian Islands, whom after suffering a head injury in a car accident relives the same day. That's the plot over and over. I hate it when they give me the plot in the review.
Yeah.
Enter stupid. This is Sandler portraying the village idiot typecasting. He decides he wants to meet her, so he arranges a myriad of attempts at an impromptu rendezvous so he can stumble into her path. Eventually, she is melted by his charm. Man, that must have been some head injury. Almost. Hold on. Drew Barrymore is beautiful and irresistible as usual. Well, at least he said something positive. I can see Drew wanting to participate in this film so she could get a free trip to Hawaii. As for Sandler, one can only hope he'll get run over by a garbage truck at 8:30 tonight, the dumbest film of 2004. Jesus, dude.
Wow.
You took time out of your day to spell verisimilitude. Do you think he uses that word on the regular?
No.
Or did he fucking Google that
You Googled
shit?
that.
Motherfucker. Just trying to sound smart. Verisimilitude. It's a 5-syllable word, so I'm not impressed. 6-syllable words I'm impressed with.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, the fucking guy's an idiot. Why do you hate this so much? What has he got? It's almost like he was jealous that Sandler went to Hawaii with Drew Barrymore.
Right.
Like, he didn't talk about any of the other cast at all.
Right.
What about Samwise Gamgee, bro?
Yep.
Like, no one's mentioned him. Fuck this guy.
Fucking idiot.
Fuck this guy, right?
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot. 50 First Dates. If you haven't seen it, fucking see it. Yeah?
See it?
Brian, will you hit that button for me? Nope. Try another one. Nope, not that one. Try one more. Almost. Keep going. Nope. That's the one. Can you hit it again?
What is that time?
Segment time. Yes. That was awesome. You know, it's usually me screwing around with the thing, and I'm all like, nope. So I just wanted to give you an opportunity, man. That's all. We got segments. Would you like to go hear the plan for segments?
Yes.
I'm excited about this. All right, the first segment we have is Truck Heavy Grill. I'll explain later. The next one we have is Best/Worst Pickup Lines / Things to Hear on a First Date. And then the third one is Let's Ask Bard. Are you familiar with Bard? Do you know what Bard is?
Yeah.
Yeah? So for those that don't know, it's the Google AI. We're going to try to get some dating advice. So let's circle it back around to Truck Heavy Grill. Brian, are you familiar with the game Fuck, Marry, Kill?
Yep.
Great. We're going to play Truck Heavy Grill. So Truck Heavy Grill is, I'm going to give you 3 names.
Okay.
You're going to tell me who would you like to fix a truck with,
Okay.
who would you like to work out with,
Okay.
and who would you like to grill with.
Go.
It's the datified version of Fuck, Marry,
Perfect.
Kill. Let's do just an example.
Yep.
So this is just an example round, mulligan round. Ready? Optimus Prime, George Foreman, Mary Poppins. Go.
Oh, all right. Optimus, George. Well, I'm gonna grill with George Foreman.
Of course you are.
Right.
Uh-huh. And you're going to fix the truck with...
Optimus Prime.
Okay.
Yep.
So who you working out with? Mary Poppins? Awesome.
I don't know if she's gonna spot me.
Well, she's gonna make everything very light.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't weigh very much if she
Right.
can be lifted up by that umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good,
All
right?
right, yeah.
All right, so you're down with this game? Do you have any names?
No.
That's
let's
cool.
go.
That's all right. It's all me against you. I
Yep.
like it. All right. All right. So the first one I have, Dr. Spock,
Okay.
Dr. Strange, Paul Rudd.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Spock, I'm gonna fix the truck.
Okay.
Dr. Strange, I'll work out with.
Yeah, I agree.
And dude, I would love.
I would love to grill with Paul Rudd
sit
first
at
of
a grill
all.
with Paul Rudd.
Doctor Strange could just like magician me
Yep.
some muscles,
Uh huh.
right? And yeah, Spock is the most logical, so he'll
Uh-huh.
know what tool I
Yep.
need before I need it.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right.
I 100% agree. All
right.
right, moving on.
Yep.
Next one. Wayne Gretzky, Frodo, Babe Ruth.
This is why I love you. All right. All right. So I'm gonna fuck Babe Ruth. I mean,
Whoa!
no, right, Frodo, right?
Uh-huh.
Wayne Gretzky, Babe Ruth. All right. I'm gonna fix the truck with Frodo.
Little hands, he can reach into the
Uh-huh.
small spots. I
Uh-huh.
like that. Okay. Who are you working out with? You're really thinking about it.
I am, dude.
Wow.
This is a big part of my life.
Babe Ruth or Wayne Gretzky? Or working out? Or grilling?
All the above.
It's just hypothetical.
No.
No, this will really happen.
This is on the interwebs.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
So I
Well, Babe Ruth, I mean, he's not with us anymore.
I know,
All right.
but I think honestly I want to grill with Babe Ruth.
Yeah, I
So-
agree.
So
Yes.
I'd work out with Wayne.
Okay, so the only thing I would change is I would work out with Frodo instead of Wayne because I feel like I would use Frodo's weight set. He's got to be a small weight set. He's a hobbit.
All right.
I would love to work out at a hobbit gym. All the hobbit chicks would be like, look at that guy. He's
Yeah,
lifting the whole bench.
That dude's jacked.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I would switch.
He's
But
regular size.
I definitely want to grill with Babe Ruth and
Yep.
then definitely have some dessert with him.
Yeah.
I think on like a nougat with
Yep.
some peanut
Yep.
covered in chocolate. What do
Yep.
you think?
Done.
Is that a Babe Ruth or a payday?
Babe Ruth?
Babe Ruth?
Babe Ruth?
Babe Ruth. All right, I got 3 more. You ready?
Yep.
All right. This next group here is Ozzy Osbourne, Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue, or Les Claypool.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah, dude. That's hard, right? I don't know what this has to do with dating.
Ozzy is.
I just realized this has got nothing to do with
Ozzy
dating.
can't fix a truck. He can't lift anything.
No, but imagine Ozzy probably has the plug for some really good steroids, so I'd work out with him.
That's true. But I might grill with him
Oh, well.
just to hear his conversation.
Yeah.
Like just sit by a grill and
yeah, but imagine. No, I don't know. Yeah. Well, that's tough, right? What would you do with Les?
truck.
Truck with Les?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he seems like he's like an old redneck.
I would
boy.
work out with Nikki Sixx before I'd work
Yep,
out with
yep.
Ozzy Osbourne.
There you go. There
Yeah.
it is. Yep.
Yep. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Moving on.
Yep.
All right. Chewbacca, James Bond, and Obama.
Okay. I definitely work out with Chewbacca.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't grill with Chewbacca?
No.
Okay.
No, I just want to be in the gym and hear him go as he's lifting.
Yeah,
up.
but he fixes the Millennium Falcon, dude. He'd probably give your truck fucking like 1,000 horsepower or something.
True.
Yeah.
Who's
That's
the other
tough.
ones?
James Bond and Obama.
Oh well. Can I switch it?
You can do whatever you want.
All right. Yeah, Chewie's fixing the truck. I'm working out with Bond, and I'm grilling with Obama.
I would grill with Bond, but I would have Bond make the drinks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shaking.
Not stirred. All right, my last one
Yeah.
are 3 iconic cartoon dads. You ready? Fred Flintstone, George Jetson, Papa Smurf.
Papa Fart.
Papa Fart.
All right. All right. I'm definitely grilling with Flintstone.
Of course.
Yup.
Fucking Brontosaurus
That's-
burgers.
that's-
Absolutely.
that's a guarantee.
I want those ribs that he got
Yup.
at the end of every episode
Yup.
that made the car flip over.
Let me get that one out of the way.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Good choice. Yes.
Jetson, definitely the truck.
Okay. So
'Cause he's
again, we're
got that-
working out with the little guy.
Yeah, he's got that technology.
Yeah. Again, he's got a flying car.
Yep.
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 And then, fuck yeah, I'd work out with Papa Smurf.
Yeah.
Sure.
Dude, he's got me jacked.
Yeah. So are all the Smurfs his kids?
I don't know.
How's that work?
I don't know.
Where's Mama Smurf?
Well, Smurfette's a hoe. We know that.
But Smurfette can't be the mom to all those Smurfs.
No.
So where's Mama Smurf? Where do the Smurfs even come from?
Dude, who knows?
What the fuck with the Smurfs, dude?
Smurfing this chick in the Smurfing
Do
parking
you
lot.
think the Smurfs and the Snorks are related in any way?
Do you remember when they would rub the snork thing? And the snork thing would
The
get
straw?
harder?
Yeah. It was weird. Cartoons were weird back in the day, bro. We should do an episode on that. Old cartoons.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely, we should. All right, hit that aquamarine button for me, please. Awesome. Time for the next segment. The next segment is called Best/Worst Pickup Lines, and then there's a B section, things you don't want to hear on a first date. What do you think?
Let's go.
All right, do you have pickup lines?
I do.
All right, so how are we going to rate these pickup lines? Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. We got to use some of these. So what's this one? Oh, that's like a red alarm. That's not, I don't like that at all. What's this one? All right, that's a kissy face.
Yeah.
What's this one? I like that one. So if it's good, we'll do that one.
Yeah.
The pickup line one is blue. All right, you go first.
Okay. Sure?
Yes, please. Pickup lines, go. Make me swoon. Sweep me off my feet, Brian.
Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
You make me wish I wasn't gay.
Oh, goodness. All right, you want me to rebuttal?
Go for it.
All right. Excuse me. Did you just fart? Because you blew me away.
Ooh. You win. All right.
Uh-huh.
What's up, gorgeous?
Hi.
I bet you $20 you're going to turn me down for a first date.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh,
That's it.
yeah, I don't want to give you $20. I
So
guess
you're going to go on the date?
But,
Ah! You see how that went?
oh, man. That's some reverse psychology shit on that one. Hey, you. Do you work at Subway? Because you just gave me a foot long.
Yes.
It's like my delivery.
Yep.
That's how I would actually
Hey,
talk to girls.
hey, you.
Just yell out, so I'm random. That's how you shoot your shot.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I have a gun. Get in the fucking van.
So good.
No, that doesn't work.
If that ever has worked in the history of history, can someone please let us know at daddbod@gmail.com. My wife and I have been married for 50 years because I showed her my Glock
How'd you guys meet?
in a parking lot. I said poetry to her.
Reciting poetry in Winn-Dixie parking lot.
Just so happens that Stockholm Syndrome is her thing.
Yeah, she's totally in. All right, go for it.
Okay, we're still going. Ready?
Yeah.
Excuse me, my friend over there is a little embarrassed, but he'd like your phone number because he wants to know where he can get a hold of me in the morning.
Ooh, that's smooth,
Yeah, I
baby.
like that
That's smooth. That's butter. That's butter. All right. What's the difference between jelly and jam?
What?
I can't jelly my dick in your butt.
Jesus. Where are you that these are the pickup lines you're using? My luck, dude. First of all, my luck, I would try to use these pickup lines that you're shouting, but I would be in a location where the music is very, very loud.
Right.
And right when I said I can't jelly my dick in your butt, record scratch, complete silence. It would be like, I can't jelly my dick in your butt. Aw.
Excuse me? What's that guy say?
Yeah, that's exactly how that shit would go down. Are you my appendix? I don't know what you do or how you work, but I feel like I should take you out.
Ooh, boy. You got some lines. I got one more.
I got one more as well. Go ahead.
I'm so jealous of your heart
Why is that?
because it's throbbing inside of you and I'm not.
When you say it like that, it's so fucking creepy. Okay, my last one. Hey, if I flip this coin, what are the chances of me getting some head?
Yes! Buzzing!
I don't think it says some. That kind of crudes it up a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, B section time. These are things that either you don't want to hear on a first date or you should never say on a first date. Okay? Do you have any?
Yeah.
Okay, great. I've got a couple. I'm just going to run down my list real quick. Cool?
Yep.
All right, so the first one I have is imagine you're on a date and one of you says, we would make beautiful children. First date. That's a red flag. Get the fuck out.
Yep.
Second one is my therapist tells me I should really stop talking to my ex.
Oh, no. Run.
Get out of there. How about this one? You're just in the middle of dessert, and the person looks over and says, you'd really like my husband. I'm sorry? I don't know if that's necessarily a cause for eject, though. In this weird landscape,
Yeah,
polyamorous seems to be more normal now than ever.
Yep.
So that's not necessarily. It's just, if anything, thanks, I guess, for being up front. How about you remind me of my mom?
No.
Has anyone ever said that to you, Brian? You remind me of my mom?
Nope.
I have a third nipple. You want to see it?
I would totally be down with that.
Yeah. My third nipple is on my taint.
Show me. Prove it.
In the middle of this restaurant. Show me.
Prove it.
Right
Yeah.
now, you prove it. All right, I got one more. Imagine you're in a very dimly lit restaurant, candlelit even, and you're enjoying a nice prime rib, and your date looks up to you and says, I just think R. Kelly is really misunderstood.
You're going to get peed on.
Those are some things you probably shouldn't say or you don't want to hear on first dates. Yay. Brian, what you got?
All right. This girl's on the first date with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I just shit my pants.
Am I saying that to her? Oh, yeah, for sure. That's not something I want to say on a first date, and probably I wouldn't admit it. I would just tie it off with rubber bands, and away we go.
Do you have rubber bands?
Well, I was thinking today we should market DadBod rubber bands. It could just be like those gummy bracelets that you see
poopy
little
bands.
kids. Yeah, just whatever. In case of emergency,
Yep.
tie it off.
Doo-doo bands.
Now we got to make a song called "Tie It Off."
Doo-doo bands.
Doo-doo bands. Yeah, that would be horrible. Okay.
Next one. So if you don't know and you go into a blind date,
Right. Oh,
It's
I've
always
never been
weird.
on a blind date.
it's always weird if somebody says like, can't wait for you to go home and meet my kids and my grandma.
Nope.
Means I live at home
Mm-hmm.
with a
A bunch
plural children.
of
No, red flag.
red flag for sure. Again, the resume could have solved that.
Or how about this?
What?
Would you like another drink? No, my probation officer told me
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like that ankle bracelet you got.
Yeah, it's cute.
Cute.
What is that? Dior?
GPS. Oh. Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or, man, There's been so many weird red flag situations I've had with girls, and I just ignored them because I was like, yeah, let's go.
Well, yeah, of course. You're goal-oriented, we'll say that.
Yes.
Mhm.
I see the prize.
Yep. Won't let anything stand in my way. You want to move on?
Yeah, let's move
All
on.
right, moving on then. Hit that. Oh, shit, wait. Okay, hit this one. Yay! All right, in this next segment, you're familiar with Bard? Again, for those of you that may not be, Google has released to the public their AI chatbot named Bard. Now, we should be able to ask Bard a few questions. I have not used Bard personally, but this is what I think we should do. Just in case we ever have to get into the dating world, we should arm ourselves, right? With advice from Bard. So I have a list of questions to ask Bard here. Just real quick questions, and I just am curious as to what kind of responses we'll see. One of the things I'm going to ask is just general dating advice. One of the things I'm going to ask is how to talk to women. I'm going to ask Bard something very specific that we'll get to in just a second. And then I want to ask Bard straight up, how can I last longer in bed? Shall we? All right.
Let's see what Bard's got to say.
I've got Bard pulled up on my phone. Here's what I think we should do, Brian. Never mind. We'll do it this way. All right. Can I talk to text? Yes. Can you give us some dating advice? Okay, I've sent it. It's analyzing it. Coming back with... Sure, here are some dating advice for beginners. Are you ready? This is from Google.
What do we got?
Be yourself. This is the most important piece of advice anyone can give it you when it comes to dating. Be confident. Confidence is attractive, so don't be afraid to show it off. Be a good listener. People love to talk about themselves, so be a good listener and ask questions. Be respectful. This means be polite, considerate, and mindful of your date's feelings. Have fun. Here are some additional tips. Dress for success. First impressions matter. Plan a fun date. Be prepared for anything. Don't be afraid to walk away. That's weird. Dating can be a lot of fun, but it can also be a bit daunting. Just remember to be yourself and confident. All right, so pretty...
That's actually good advice.
Pretty competent answer, Bard.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, let's do another one. Ready?
Yeah.
Can you give us some advice on how to talk to women? All right, we're sending it off. It's AI thinking, artificially thinking, and it's artificially intelligent. Here we go. Sure, here are some advice on how to talk to women. Be confident. Confidence is attractive, so don't be afraid to show it. Be respectful. This means being polite, considerate, and mindful of women's feelings. Be a good listener. Women love to talk about themselves, so be a good listener.
Sexist Bard.
Whoa! Be yourself. The most important thing is to be yourself. Here are some additional tips. Find some common ground. Be positive. Don't be afraid to be funny. Don't take yourself too seriously. Talking to women can be intimidating, but it doesn't have to be. Just remember to be confident, respectful, and yourself. Women love talking about themselves.
He repeats it again.
No, but Jesus. All right.
Thanks, Bard.
Thanks, Bard. Okay, so I want to know how it would go down if Nomi asked Satan on a date.
Ooh.
Now, Bard has no idea who Nomi is. And from what little I've used with Bard, he has no idea who Satan is either. So I'm going to ask Bard to write us a scene in which a garden gnome asks a demon on a date. Let's see what we can do.
All right.
Please write us a scene in which a garden gnome asks a demon on a date. All right. It's been sent. It's analyzing. Let's see what it comes back with. This is going to be ridiculous. Sure. Here is the scene in which a garden gnome asks the demon on a date. It actually gave us something. Are you ready?
What? Yeah.
Okay. The garden gnome stood at the edge of the forest, looking out at the clearing. He had been watching the demon for weeks now. He had finally worked up the courage to ask her out on a date. The demon was beautiful. She had long flowing hair, the color of fire, and her skin was as pale as moonlight. Her eyes were deep, dark green, and they seemed to sparkle with mischief. The gnome took a deep breath and stepped into the clearing, and the demon turned and looked to him, and he felt his heart skip a beat. "Hello," he said. "My name is Gnomish." Very close.
Yeah!
The demon smiled. "I'm Lilith," she said. "It's nice to meet you, Gnomish." "It's nice to meet you too, Lilith," Gnomish said. "I was wondering if you'd like to go out on a date with me sometime." Lilith smiled, widened. "I'd love to," she said. Gnomish smiled back. "Great," he said. "How about tomorrow night?" Tomorrow night sounds perfect, Lilith said. Gnomish and Lilith exchanged numbers, and then Gnomish headed back to his garden. He couldn't believe it. He had actually asked the demon out on a date, and she had said yes. He couldn't wait for tomorrow night. It goes on and on. It goes on and on.
Wow.
Whoa!
Does the gnome die?
So Gnomish and Lilith continued to date. They quickly fell in love. They were from two different worlds, but they didn't care. They were happy together, and that's all that mattered. One day, Gnomish and Lilith decided to get married. They had a small ceremony in the garden, and all of their friends and family were there. Gnomish and Lilith lived happily ever after. They had 2 children, a boy and a girl they raised in a gnome garden. Holy shit!
Whoa, Bard!
We just unlocked some lore. So the kids that you bought don't actually belong to Titty Gnome.
No.
They're Satan's and Nomi's kids.
Yeah.
That's why Satan's such a jerk.
Yeah.
He hasn't seen his kids in a while.
Oh, I'll send him back.
Wow. That produced a lot more fruit than I thought it would. Wow. We should ask Bard to write us some more scenes later. All right. One last thing. I got one last question for Bard, shall we?
Yep.
All right. Can you give us some advice on how to last longer in bed? All right, that query has been sent off to Bard HQ. Coming back with, I'm a text-based AI, and I can't assist with that.
Oh.
Really, Bard?
You know it's Kegels.
Yeah. What if I asked you to pretend to be someone who could last... What if I asked him that? Hold on real quick. Pretend to be someone who can assist with lasting longer in bed. Let's see what happens. I heard if you make it pretend something, sometimes it works. Nope. All right, we're done. Dad jokes! Did we clip? No, we did not clip. All right, are we ready?
Yep.
Time for dad jokes. You got some? I got some. There's this one or this one. Nope, this one. All right, cool?
Yep.
Cool. You want to go first?
Sure.
Go ahead.
2 windmills were on a date. One said to the other one, "What kind of music do you like?" The other responded, "I'm a huge metal fan."
That's what they are. All right, cool. I got one. The rotation of the Earth really makes my day.
I dated a girl with 1 leg that worked at a brewery. She was in charge of the hops.
I ordered chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know.
Ah! I dated a chick with a lazy eye.
You got really good ones. I couldn't find any dating ones. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all right. I dated a chick with a lazy eye. Broke up with her. Found out she was seeing someone else.
I wanted to go on a diet, but I feel like I have way too much on my plate right now.
Alex! Me, right? Dude, when I heard that oxygen and magnesium were dating, I was like, OMG.
That's good. To the man in the wheelchair that stole my camouflage jacket, you can hide, but you can't run.
Yes! That's my favorite one so far. That's my favorite one so far. I went on a first date the other day. And this girl asked me, "Hey, have you ever been abroad?" And I said, "No, I've been a man since birth."
Spicy. That's a little spicy joke there. Yeah.
Spice.
Did you hear about the kidnapping at school?
What?
It's fine. He woke up.
Ah! That's all I got.
That's all you got? I got 2 more. Ready?
Go.
Do you think Glass Coffins will be a success?
No.
Remains to be seen.
Ooh. All right.
One more. A furniture store keeps calling me. All I wanted was a one-night stand. Yes. Oh shit, bro. That's fucking dad jokes. What do you think?
Woo!
Yeah. So I guess it's time for the outro, dude.
Yeah.
Time for the outro. We love that, don't we?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Wait.
We have one.
Oh, we got a submitted joke?
Well, we have a
What's happening?
pickup line.
Okay.
Submitted.
Oh, right.
So we can do that now, or we can do that with.
I'll do it now.
So this is from one of our lovely colleagues. I'm sure you work at Microsoft because you got my Microsoft macro hard.
That's really cool. That one for sure. Not giving that one a rim job. Oh, goodness. All right, so we start our outro by saying thanks. So we're going to say thanks. Thanks,
everyone.
everyone, for listening. Thanks, everyone, for subscribing. We need that one more subscriber to double our size. I want, just like all the pop-up ads on the internet, when I look at porn, I would like to double my size, please.
Absolutely.
So give us that one subscriber and let us feel accomplished.
Trying to get big here.
Come on, Darmy, let's do it. But no, for really, if you guys have subscribed, even if you don't listen, but you subscribed, even if you listen and you're not subscribed, thank you guys, everyone who's ever heard our voices on their device willingly and not forced by any weird gunpoint of any kind. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Do you have any shout outs?
No, but I just want to say, what would be a big help is if you guys see it on Facebook or anything, just share it too.
Share it, like it,
Yep.
do something. Push a button, you guys.
Yep.
Let us know you're out there. I would like to shout out Megan. I would like to shout out Kai. I would like to shout out Michael. I would like to shout out Alyssa. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Other than that, dude, I think we're just gonna plug our shit. If you'd like to leave a comment on our video, you do so because you're probably watching the video right now. So just drop down and say hi. Somebody leave a comment so we can read it. If you would like to leave us a word on Facebook, that is at DadBodPod at Facebook, and you could leave us a message. You could leave us a picture or tell us to fuck off. Whatever it is, we will read it on the air, you guys. Or, and this is the best way, if you would like to leave us an email, DadBod@gmail.com, and that gives you access to our email. Brian, I have a couple emails here. Would you like to read some with me?
Yeah, what do we got, man?
Great.
What do we got, bro?
First one comes from Lucy in the Eye. Okay. All right. Lucy in the Eye with diamonds,
Sure.
maybe. I'm not sure if what you guys did was very brave or very stupid. Either
Both.
way, it was awesome.
Both.
Hi, moms. I guess that's what she's talking about.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We still don't know the answer to
We're-
that.
the repercussions of what we have done remain to be seen.
We opened Pandora's box.
Yeah, and we're not exactly sure what that means going forward. So, next one?
Yeah.
All right, this next one comes to us from a guy called Steven Seagal instead of Steven Seagal. Seagal. All right, dude. All in caps. I also love Hungry Man dinners.
They're great.
That's what he said.
That's it. Just
Frozen mashed potatoes and peas in my cobbler. Give
Yep.
it to me all. Yeah,
just
I love
straight
it.
caps. Just I fucking love Hungry
That's
Man.
what he said.
Yep.
And like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 exclamations.
Yes.
Yeah. Ted Savage gave us this next one.
Yeah.
Ted Savage, Fred Savage, maybe.
Yeah.
I like
This is
these.
his brother.
These play. What? What do you mean you've never seen Breaking Bad? How can this be? Say it ain't so, General. Other than that heartbreaking bit of news, nice podcast, guys. Keep it up. He referred to you as General.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that would
Cool.
follow you into battle as long as you've seen Breaking Bad.
Well, I'll look it up, dude. Calm your tits, Fred Savage's brother.
Get at us, Ted Savage. All right, then we got one more. Ready? Patty O'Reilly is the person's name.
All right.
And really is R-L-Y. Patty O'Reilly.
Cool.
It goes, he says, cool. What was one song you learned to play early on that that you felt elevated to a new level of musicianship? Hold on. What was one song you learned to play early on that you felt elevated you to a new level of musicianship? It's a good
Ooh.
question.
Guitar or drums?
She didn't specify,
Okay.
or he.
What do you have?
I'm almost embarrassed to admit it, but Jesus of Suburbia.
Okay.
When I learned how to play that on guitar, like I felt like I had, because that song is 9 minutes and it's like 5 or 6 different songs that all connect in like this weird sort of way.
Yep.
When I realized I could play that song from front to back, I was no longer afraid of how to figure out songs
Right.
by ear, because I
Right.
figured out that song by ear. So that's the one.
That's rad.
Yeah. What do you got?
I'm gonna say probably Purple Haze,
Okay. Oh, that's a good one.
right? Because when I was like, when I could walk around in like 9th grade and be like, yo, I could play Jimi Hendrix on guitar.
Yeah.
I
true.
thought I was like the shit. You
Yeah.
know, like
Mm-hmm. Well, it's because it's one of those that like no one's gonna argue with you.
right. Or like Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
When you learn
I
Stairway,
still can't play Stairway.
when you learn Stairway, it's like you hit a new level.
Really?
It's like you beat a boss. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. That's a cool question. Thanks,
Yeah,
Patty O'Reilly.
that's a great question.
You guys, I think that's it. I think we're done. We just have to say thank you one more time. Thank you guys one more time for listening.
We love you all.
Brand new location. Let us know if it sounds okay.
Yeah.
You know, we'll get back into an office, a soundproofed, sound-treated office here eventually. But as for now, you know, we're not afraid to do things guerrilla style. We did it. That's how we started. That's how we're gonna keep doing
punk
it.
rock, baby.
Brian, do you have anything left to say about dating?
It's weird.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's only gonna get weirder too.
probably.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Remember we were talking about like the dating sites? Now it's like, pegs are us.
I don't want to go there.
No.
Jeez, I am in the wrong store. I just needed some corkboard.
Right, exactly. But yeah, it's only getting weirder.
Hi, honey.
Yep. No.
How may I help you?
No.
No.
I'm swimming in my tears later.
Yeah. Oh goodness. All right, dude. I think there's only one thing left to say. You know what that is?
What is that?
1, 2, 3. Dads
Rise
rise up. See you guys Monday at 5. Bye.
Bye, guys.